Do you have an actual lunch pack?
No, I did. When the season starts, I'll have my own. I get a little meal prep and stuff like that. So
I was hoping you'd have like one of those like
not
He-Man like lunch boxes.
The Virginia Tech like old lunch pail, it's a regular lunchbox, but yeah.
It's not like one of the ones from like when you were kids though.
No.
That would have been great.
Not a Cars one.
No.
You've been running with the Wands a lot at left guard the past few days. How much are you relishing that competition, just that opportunity to possibly get that starting job in the NFL from week one?
I'm just taking it day by day. I appreciate the work, going with Grady and going with, Marlon and those guys. That's kind of my speed. That's what I'm used to. I've started in the NFL, so that's what I'm used to. And, kind of when you go with the 2s, 3s, it makes you play down to that level, and I know that I have potential to be at the one, so that's what I need to do, and I appreciate this opportunity.
How much has going against Grady helped you with your own craft? Because Grady's a Pro Bowler out there, and it's a case of iron sharpening iron.
Yep, exactly like you said, iron sharpens iron. It definitely helped me a lot. It's going to help even more when the pads are on. The speed he plays at is insane, so that's kind of gotten me to pick up my speed as well, and kind of rise to the occasion. So,
where would you rank him, Grady Jarrett, among the defensive linemen you've faced throughout your career in training?
He's up there. He's definitely up there, man. Top 5 for sure. I've been against a couple good guys on the inside, man. So Hicks, Akeem Hicks and Sue and him. I've been against a few guys, so he's definitely really up there.
What's it like working next to Jake Matthews, a pro? Because you guys have to fit really well together, be in sync. What's it been like getting into sync with a guy like that?
Like you said, a pro, definitely a pro's pro. It really helps, especially coming into a new offense, and he's been here for him to kind of help me out with that. So he keeps me in line. If I don't know the can or the play we're checking to, he always got me. Or if I'm like, hey, what grab you going to? He just make sure that I'm on point and staying on point. So I think that's been a really big help, especially coming into a new system and learning the new plays and code words and all of that. So he's been a good guy to play next to.
Thank you.
Arthur was saying it's one of the more competitive practices of training camp so far, and the pads are obviously coming on next time. How does that change, like when the pads come on in training camp?
I was kind of thinking that in my mind. I'm like, man, that was a really competitive practice, and like the pads come on, it's going to get even more competitive. I'm like, I don't know how much more competitive we can get, but it's really good that it's that competitive and we don't have anything on. I'm like, you're going that hard with nothing on? I'm like, I can't imagine what it's going to be with the pads on. It's going to be physical, man.
Yeah.
So I'm excited for it.
Because everybody's always asking about the O-line, wants to know how people are doing, and it's hard to know because of what you were saying earlier, how when the pads aren't on, it's harder to get your grips and things like that.
Yeah.
Will that help you understand kind of a better idea of where you are, or just the guys in general?
I think like I said, hand placement, being able to get control of a guy, it really helps when you have those shoulder pads on and you can kind of grab something. And in the game, jerseys are skin tight, so you really can't get anything but the pads. That's where you get your hands fitted in, and that's how you control a block. So it's going to really help kind of declare that, especially for the ones and everybody else behind that too. It's going to kind of clear everything up, physicality-wise, technique-wise, all that.
Elijah, apologies if you already answered this question, but what's the competition been like between you and Jalen?
I don't know really how to answer that, but the competition has been what it is. I just come to work every day, and I go where they tell me to go. They told me to go with the ones, and I'm going with the ones. So whether that be the 2s, 3s, I'm gonna go where they tell me to go. So whatever's gonna help the team win.
And Coach Smith, toward the beginning of camp, said that pretty much the only 2 locked spots on the offensive line is Chris and Jake. What does that do to their offensive line? Knowing there's that much competition for all those other spots.
The offensive line is always typically a really tight-knit group. Everybody on the offensive line is humble, man. Always, every team that I've been, everybody's humble. Nobody's out here to steal a job. Nobody's out here to do anything. Everybody's here to work. We have a selfless job, and everybody is here to work every single day. So whether that be me starting or Jalen starting or Harry starting or whoever starting, we're all here for one goal. We want to win. So whoever's going to give us the best chance to win is what we're going to do. You know what I mean?
That's all I got.
Thanks, Elijah. Appreciate it, man. Thank you.